Kids, it's Dad. Kind of on fire today. A lot of things to talk about. Still in Phoenix, but I gotta tell you about an experience I had a couple nights ago. Before I was ready to come to Phoenix, I was packing, and I was pretty much ready for bed. I was ready just to call it quits. That's the end of it. And got a phone call from my friend Antonio. He says, "I'm in the hospital." I said, "Oh no." He says, "Well, I'm at the hospital. I'm not in the hospital, but my friend Mario is, and he doesn't have any friends, so I'm kind of it." And he had congestive heart failure, and I'm not 100% sure what that really is, but it's bad. And his heart was enlarged, and there was water. He was taking on excess water. He was in a really bad spot. So I went there to give him a priesthood blessing. And in the LDS Church, which I'm a member of, adult males hold the priesthood, which is, I believe, is the power and authority to act in God's name. So we went to the hospital and we met with the doctor. The doctor was just so sweet and nice and talking to us about his condition and how he's in a real bad spot, but that he certainly could be helped. I mean, it all wasn't lost, but he was in a rough spot and needed immediate attention. Okay. So we went to his room. First of all, the nurse came, Nick, super nice guy, holy cow, kind of explained to us what we were going to see so that we wouldn't be shocked. You know, he had a breathing tube in, lots of hoses, lots of beeping, lots of stuff. So we went in there, and when you give a priesthood blessing, there's two parts. There's anointing with oil, and Antonio did that, and then there's a sealing of anointing, which I did. And I laid my hands upon his head, and I gave him a blessing. And I blessed him that he would pull out of it. And I blessed him that it probably wouldn't be easy, but that I didn't think it was ready for him to come home. And then he needed to respond to what the doctors were telling him. And it was neat. During the blessing, you heard the beeping go a little bit faster. And after the blessing was over, 2-3 minute blessing, Antonio asked the nurse, "Do you think he heard?" And the nurse said, "Yes, I know he heard." And it was really neat. The nurse said, "Did you hear his heart rate go up during the middle of the blessing? He heard what you had to say." Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know, the Lord is good. He loves us so much. The best part about that was doing something for somebody else that they couldn't do it themselves. Fantastic. It's always good to do other things for people. Behold, I tell you these things, that you may learn wisdom, that you may learn that when you're in the service of your fellow beings, you're only in the service of your God. Put others first, and I promise you it'll come back to you. My good friend Danny Wegman has said this many times. Robert Wegman, said, "I've never given away more than I've gotten back." Live it, learn it, love it. Fantastic. I love you, Madeline. I love you, Claire. I love you, Tommy. I love you, Emma. And I love you, Drew. You guys are awesome. Love you. Bye.